How's it going, fellow indie game enthusiasts? I hope you are having a wonderful day and you are ready for some action roguelite Horde Survival awesomeness, because today we are playing Dark Samurai. Dark Samurai is a roguelite Horde Survival game with online co-op multiplayer and persistent progression set in the feudal Japan overrun by demons. One of my favorite topics in the world, so I'm extremely hyped about the game. So there's a disclaimer. This is a very early alpha version. Major parts of the game are still missing and the existing features are a work in progress. We practice open development, creating our games in public. You have access to all our builds and our entire Trello task tracking board. In return, we kindly ask for your feedback, ideas and support, and this is what we are going to do. So without further ado, let's see how Dark Samurai plays. Welcome, fellow traveler. If you like indie games as much as I do, please don't forget clicking all the nice buttons on the screen, because it helps out the channel a lot. And if you are an indie dev who needs their game tested or covered, please send me an email to the email address on the screen. And now, back to the game. So I played the game a little, only one run with the samurai looking guy, and we have a different character that we can unlock who's an archer. But first we're going to check out the samurai guy, and I just wanted to show you how awesome the menu is. If we go over stuff, things are getting turned on and off. We got difficulty changing thing, we got all the progression system stuff, and this is also working by if we go to the spot and we just light them up. They are using real as the core currency, if I remember correctly. And this is how you unlock stuff. This is how you unlock different types of upgrades to specific characters. And what I really like is the whole map of Japan. And we are starting at Shikoku, and if you go to the light pillar, the game will start. So as you can see, I have some extra HP upgrade, and I also added some extra attacks, and I think that's it. Yes, these are the only upgrades we bought, and the game does not feature a dash mechanic, which is quite interesting, because based on my experiences, having a dash mechanic in a action roguelike Horde Survival game is kind of like a game changer. And since the Japanese feudal martial arts samurai ninja type of things heavily revealing around, moving fast and moving precisely and thing, I'm kind of bummed that there is no dash mechanic in the game yet. This is a early alpha, as they said it, so maybe this is just a feature that will be added later on. Who knows? Right now there is no dash. So we got the first level. We got kunai, throws a kunai in a movement direction. We got shuriken start, fires 4 shuriken diagonally, and we got the spear thrust, strikes at random enemies. Let's go. Since we are blasting a melee type of character here, I'm going to focus on melee attacks. Let's see how this kind of build is working at the moment with like a Foley melee type of thing, if we can go for that. As you can see, here are the active skills, the cooldown meter. This looks kind of interesting, that if when we are getting a level, the cooldown meter just like bops in place. Looks like a glitchy thing, really small feature, but if you could just remove this, that would be wonderful. Okay, so katana slash plus 3 damage, kunai and the shuriken ring orbits around the character. So I said let's go for mainly a melee build, but a orbiting ring shuriken is something that I cannot say no to. So technically this is a mid-range, so closer to melee range, so I would say this amount of cheating is okay based on the quote-unquote fully melee build. So let's see about this fireplace. I guess we are getting HP or region or whatever, so nothing happened basically. I guess since we did not have any HP missing, we didn't get anything. If that's the case, it would be really awesome if we couldn't just go in and activate something that wouldn't give us any extra benefit, or like we got the onigiri and our HP was full, so I just faced it. the onigiri basically. So in my opinion, it would be a really great addition that if you just, you know, take out the onigiri from a barrel or something like that, you wouldn't be able to pick it up if you have full HP. Even if 1 HP is missing, you will get it and, you know, your HP is getting replenished. But this way kinda wasted my food supply, and I guess when more enemies are coming as the time goes by, that would have been a really nice resource to, you know, just get off our HP back or something like that. But never mind, moving on. Blasting those slimy looking enemies. Controls are really responsive even in this early alpha version. Huge props to that. I really like the color scheme of the game. This represents the feudal Japan with the mythological, you know, bit, a drop of mythological colors into the mixture, which I really like. I'm not a huge fan of too colorful games because sometimes the color palette just, you know, contains one or two more than necessary colors in the blend, but this time I think it is really nice. It's really elegant, represents the, you know, there's like a picture in your head how the feudal Japan looked like, and all the colors and color of the ocean, the demons, you know, the fire, the, I don't know, the raging power, the samurais, the armor, whatever. I think this goes really well with the team. So huge props for that. So what about Halberd Slam? Splits the ground. Sounds really frightening. So let's go about this one. I guess it has a huge cooldown. And oops, we just got cornered, so how about just moving away? I really like how the HP bar is on top of everything, so it doesn't matter if we are getting cornered or just, you know, circled by 1,000 or 100 enemies. We can still see the current HP of our character, which is one of the key factor of a roguelike Horde Survival game, in my opinion. So this is a really great thing. Early on, there is a destructible environment most of the time, which is pretty cool. As you can see, the classic Japanese art of, you know, painting trees and woods and all the other stuff. So it is really nice. I really like that. There are some NPCs, but at the moment, you cannot interact with them. Maybe I'm getting something wrong about how they should work or what they should do, but at the moment they just stand there. There was like, you know, the waving cat type of lucky cat, the calico stuff. Maybe they are like, I don't know, vendors or buffing places, whatever, but at the moment they don't do anything, unfortunately. Hopefully they will do in a short amount of time. Really like the Japanese houses, looking really authentic. All the shrine stuff. Onigiri, of course, something that you just cannot miss if you make a game about Japan. So Spear Thrust, increased range, we got the Halberd Slam's increased area and increased damage. I'm just going to go with the Spear Thrust because I think this is our main attack. We are dealing damage pretty fast thanks to those guys. So I really like that. And also we have this kind of interesting type of movement, I don't know, rhythm of the enemies. As you can see, they move and after a while they just stop for a second. I'm not exactly sure why are they doing this. Maybe that's something we do as a character, debuffing them or something, or this is the intended movement, I don't know, structure, scenario of the enemies. Nevertheless, it's interesting. Katana Slash, let's go with extra range so we can reach those pesky monsters from a further stuff. Extra movement speed, so we can get like different types of buffs out of those barrels and stuff like that. We get a bonus, but that just, you know, going to remain with us for like a few seconds. There is no indicator for the upgrade being active. So maybe that would be a really cool addition, or as a next step, since this is like, you know, not a huge feature you have to implement, but, you know, it of course takes time to make a system like that, test it out, whatever. But, you know, it would be really cool just to have like a timer somewhere on the screen that this movement speed bonus will, you know, turn off after like X amount of seconds, or this armor bonus or this whatever bonus we are getting will be turned off after like a few seconds or I don't know, a minute or something. So as time progresses, we are getting different types of monsters, some kind of, you know, like flying eye or demons, like the what's the name of the, oh boy, I knew the name of the really annoying centipede type of bug that scares the hell out of everyone who goes to Japan. They look like the horroristic version of them. We got like sand monsters, pretty awesome. What about adds another step to each attack? I guess this is what we are looking for at the moment. And I'm pretty curious about the whole thing. So are we going to go around the full island of Japan based on the map? Because this mini map on the lower right corner just looks extremely cool. I really like how they, you know, designed this. So let's see, what about this one? Player extra, +1 armor. Okay, so these are like permanent upgrades on the character, seemingly, or who knows. So if you go to like a campfire and, you know, just interact with it, you will get like a permanent upgrade, because getting 1 armor temporarily is maybe not a big deal, but getting an armor like, you know, for real, it's pretty cool. So there's a Tori that we can interact with, and it will give us something extra, so it would be really nice to go on with that. What about this time? Okay, nothing happened. Not exactly sure. Maybe this is a feature that is not working at the moment. Okay, let's go. What about this one? Pretty cool. Halberd Slam, Spear Thrust. Let's go for another combo. Sounds are really cool. Music is more like ambiance at the moment, so we got the taiko drums, the different types of, I don't know, battle music. Okay, jellyfish. Classic Japanese stuff. Let's just go away from these guys, because I'm pretty sure they will electrocute or do something nasty, and we really don't want to be there when this happens. Extra armor. What about this one? Okay, I'm starting to suspect that these types of interactables are not working at the moment, because we just got +1 armor from the chest that we got from the enemy. Oh yeah, this guy looks like a blacksmith. So I'm pretty sure these are NPCs that we can interact with sometime later on in the build, and, you know, we just, you know, being able to upgrade our weapons or armor or buy something new. Fish spawn, demon fish spawn, looking pretty bad. I really don't want to get into them. Let's go with the Halberd Slam, because attack speed is plus 50%, so it would be really cool to have like a faster Halberd Slam, because it, you know, shatters the ground, and I guess it will pierce a bunch of enemies at the same time. So it's a great upgrade. Okay, what about the barrels? Okay, some onigiri, we got some HP back. So let's see about this big bug. How fast we can take this guy down if you know, just stick close to it, trying to focus our attacks on it, or on them, sorry. Because of course smaller ones are just hogging it and trying to defend it, you know, just as like smaller monsters usually do. They defend their, I don't know, warlords or leaders. Let's call them leaders. Some blood trail, pretty ominous, really cool. Or maybe that's mud or paint, who knows. But if I have to guess, this is blood. Attack speed plus 100%, so let's blast the maximum out of this buff. Hopefully we can take down a bunch of enemies. I guess it's a universal attack speed buff, so all of our attacks are getting buffed by 100% attack speed. Really cool. I just really want to see what the big guy drops. So can we just get close to this guy? Okay, Spear Thrust, extra attack. Oops, okay. Guys down, or one of them are down, and we got a slash extra. Okay, this stuff is definitely a work in progress thing, but you know, I also really like the idea that all of the interactable things are just hierarchically, this is how you said it, oops, I almost died, hierarchy-wise. Let's go with the easier version. So hierarchy-wise, they are above all the other type of events and stuff, so we can see them pretty nicely. Okay, so we just survive on like 1 HP or something like that, because I was trying to jump the gun, or in this case, jump the sword on the upgrade. Bunch of enemies just hit us. Okay, extra damage, let's just go there. Let's not wait for the other things, because I really don't want to get bombed off from the rhythm of the combat. So this guy should go down in any second. Really good. Oops. That was really close. So dash would have been really, really awesome if we have it. But I really hope that they will put it on, or maybe other feedback, different source of feedback will tell them that we need dash, please, because it is just a really important element of a game like this. Come on. This guy is a bullet sponge. Or, I don't know, strike sponge. Okay, really cool. Survived. Woohoo! So, are we going to a different level? Ooh, survive 10 minutes of Shikoku. Survive 10 minutes as samurai. Really cool. We got some really awesome achievements. So I guess we got the grasp of how the samurai works. I'm just going to change to shinobi, if I have to guess. Or maybe this girl is more like a shinobi, but I don't know, archer. Let's go with archer. I don't want to speculate on names. So what about this one? This one is currently logged. What about the attack stuff? So at the moment, we cannot check out the tooltip for the different types of upgrades, so we have to rely on the icons. So I guess I'm just going to go around and add some magnetism. So we will get, oh, this is how we unlock the new characters, but they are unlocked at the moment, sorry, logged at the moment. So, you know, pickup range, oops. So, maybe, just maybe, for the future, if we go into like a spot and we have the desired currency to upgrade that specific thing, maybe it would be awesome that we need to stay there for like a couple of seconds, or press a button, or press OK, because, you know, accidentally I upgraded the pickup range to the next level, and I wanted to spend that amount of money on something else. It's not a big deal, of course, because you can get a bunch of like currencies after each other, but you know, just imagine getting an upgrade accidentally on the maximum level with all your hard-earned coins, and you just, oh boy, I didn't want to do that. So I'm not sure if we can go to like the other parts of the island, so I'm just going to go with the normal difficulty on Shikoku once again with the archer. So let's see. Okay, definitely this is not animated, how she draws the bow, so maybe that's a much newer character. So what about the Hankyu shot? Plus 10 damage, of course. It's pretty nice because she's holding the bow pretty traditionally, because her hands is just above her shoulders, just like as the traditional archery of Japan, which I think is a pretty nice addition. Or maybe the bow is not the traditional Japanese bow. I'm not exactly sure about it and don't want to speculate. I just really like the small details, even here at the, you know, like this early stage of the game. So it's pretty cool. So get those barrels, we got a bunch of coins. So what about these guys? Spirits, okay. We cannot zoom in or zoom out at the moment. So Yumi shot shoots a fan of arrows at a random enemy, or we got the Yumi volley, showers a random area with arrows. Of course we need the arrow shower. Okay, pretty cool animation. Maybe it's just a work in progress, but I really like that. And it's definitely really effective and has a really small cooldown. Okay, that's more my jam. If you've seen my other videos, you might know that I'm not a huge fan of strictly melee characters in Horde Survival games, but I have to say I kinda enjoyed the samurai because it wasn't traditionally like really melee oriented, so all of the attacks had like a pretty okay reach, so you did not have to go that close to those enemies. So for example, like in Gun Hero or Tiny Rogues, where like melee, quote-unquote melee weapons still have a pretty okay like mid-ish range that you can use. I really like that when, you know, there is no traditional melee in these types of games. So what about Shuriken Star? Fires for Shuriken diagonally. I guess we cannot go wrong with the Shuriken. Shower, star, flying, whatever. It's pretty cool because diagonal is a usually neglected direction in these types of games, so we have a diagonal attack is a pretty great idea. Opening some, like, you know, newer dimensions per se. So it's pretty awesome. So now we are getting levels much faster thanks to the upgrades, because our pickup range just got much bigger thanks to the upgrades. Really cool. Let's go a Yumi shot upgrade. What about this one? So we are shooting arrows in like some kind of arch or something. Maybe it doesn't have any animations yet. Well, I don't see them. So 10 extra damage with the shot. Pretty cool. So if we survive this and we're getting some cool upgrades, I just cannot resist these campfires. Maybe they don't do anything, but I just have the urge to go into them and activate them because of the, you know, like the blue circles around them. Pretty cool. Let's go extra with the volley. Really great. So if you survive this one, I'm just going to spend all my coins and upgrades, and then we will see difficulty 2, if we can survive that or not. Adds another shot to each attack. Yes, please. Let's strengthen our main damage source. Really great idea. Some kind of muka, I guess. The centipede. Oh boy. I just cannot remember. Mukade. That's the name of the centipede. Which, in my language, we call them spider centipede, and that makes them much more frightening than just like standard centipede. So, yeah, good luck with that. Okay, so can we go into the water by the way? No. So the map ends where the ocean starts, okay? Or technically, we are in. And like knee deep in the water, no, sorry, ankle deep in the water. Shuriken Star, you know, let's go. I'm just going to increase the damage of the bow because I really like the bow as a main weapon. And of course, if we don't have the option, we won't be strengthening it. We will check something different out. But I also noticed that there is no reroll at the moment in the game. I'm not sure if they are planning to add the reroll option on a level up, maybe tying it to some kind of resource or whatever, but having the option to reroll an upgrade on a level up is a pretty important factor in my opinion. So if you haven't considered it, please add it to the game. And if you are, you know, it's on your feature list already, well, you know, I just repeated that specific part that it needs to be in a game like that, in my opinion. So of course there is not like musts, or are there musts in a specific genre? Who knows? Nice to have. Let's call them a nice to have features in a Horde Survival type of game. You know, I sound like a broken record, but dash, reroll, and maybe some indicators that how long the buffs are going to affect you, or debuffs are going to affect you, and well, that's it. Okay, so circling skull-looking spirits or monsters, pretty nasty. This guy has the spell scroll on it, like, you know, inscribed. Pretty cool addition. Let's try to take them down. We got a plus 100 health. Also, thanks to my AoE things, destructible environment is getting taken down constantly around me, so extra chance to get those buffs. I really like the movement speed of the character, by the way, so I upgraded it for like 1 or 2 times, if I remember correctly. Have I upgraded movement speed yet? Maybe I'm mixing it up. So, okay, let's start again. So if this is the original movement speed of a character, I really like that. If I upgraded it, but I forgot about it, well, this one feels really desirable, so I'm not sure, pretty sure that you are going to tweak the base movement speed of different characters a bunch before the game releases fully or to whatever state. But this one at the moment is a pretty comfortable one. Increase the pickup range, really cool. So I think we had to survive like 12 minutes, or maybe it was tied to taking down the enemy, the big enemy at the end. I'm not exactly sure. We will see. Let's try to survive more than 12 minutes and let's see if the big enemy is still up. We'll have the opportunity to survive, or you know, we just have to take the big guy down. That's non-negotiable. Also, we have auto attacks, but we cannot choose the targeting, so we got also like an auto targeting mode. Also, great question, that will the game feature manual targeting, or is it strictly auto targeting? Because usually I find myself using both of them, just alternating between the two with my clicks or whatever, you know, key is assigned to, because sometimes if I just want to take down a barrel or whatever destructible stuff is available in the game, and if they give us like a buff or something like that, I tend to switch between auto and manual targeting, because if there's like a dire situation where I need a chance to get some HP back or get a buff or whatever, I just click to the manual one, and otherwise I use the auto one. So don't get me wrong, this auto targeting stuff is pretty awesome. The only occasion I would use it is for like bosses and destructible, interactable things that we can get stuff from. Getting close to 9 minutes, I think we are pretty okay at the moment. Volley is just extremely brutal. They're just raining down gazillions of arrows, really blasty. So, okay, finally, one of the big guys are taken down. So let's see, what about the big guy here? Let's try to get close, or stay as close as possible. Try to single out the guy. I mean, technically we cannot single out because all of the smaller ones are just getting close to it and trying to defend it, but okay, other big one just went down. Oh, we have a similar one, so I guess this is not going to affect the end of the map or the end of the run. Pretty cool. Movement speed +1, so these are temporary. Sorry, permanent. I always mix the two. Permanent upgrades. The other ones with the huge numbers are the temporary upgrades. Look at the attack speed increase, and also the volley duration. That's really awesome. Kinda reminds me of PoE 2, where we are blasting a bunch of stuff at the same time and enemies are just coming. We have a decent movement speed, rolling around, dodging around, and all the cool stuff. And you know, talking about PoE 2, you can expect some gameplay stuff of the PoE 2 early access in the next few days. I know everyone is playing PoE 2. Technically, it's not an indie game, or is it? Who knows? Because now Baldur's Gate 3 counts as an indie game, so I guess since GGG is a lone entity as a, you know, game dev and publisher at the same time, I guess we can call it indie. So, you know, not a problem. So yeah, of course, PoE 2 is massive. It's really great. It feels extremely brutal. It's like a mixture between an ARPG and like a Souls game, which is really great, but also frightening at the same time in a good way. So we are going to blast some gameplay. You know, I cannot promise like a Let's Play series because that's kind of difficult, and I'm mainly trying to focus on like variety, all different, you know, like indie games. I got a bunch of keys sent to me just yesterday, so I'm trying to cover as many games as possible because I really like to give like coverage and some, you know, like, I don't know how to call it properly, like shine light on these promising projects, so I cannot just hanker down with one title, because, you know, of course I would want to do that. I was also started to record videos by doing challenges in different ARPGs, and to make like a, I don't know, an hour-long video about how you're gonna complete this game with only items from the shop or whatever. But it takes forever, so they will come out eventually, hopefully. But on the meantime, we are focusing on different, you know, like indie games, because that's the main profile of the channel. Okay, so what about this guy? If you take this down, okay, we got the 12-minute mark, and seemingly there are two ways to complete a level. First one, survive. No, that's my XP. Okay, never mind. Let's just take this back. This is my XP bar. It doesn't have to do anything with the timer. Well, maybe could you just move it a little bit, because maybe people are getting confused for even just a second, just like me, that maybe this has to do something with the timer. No, this is the XP bar. It says like level 20, so you can deduce it pretty easily, but you know, if we can avoid confusion, it's the best way to do it before confusion happens. Okay. So I don't really see any indicators about, is there like a specific time period we have to survive, or we have to take down a specific amount of enemies without dying? I don't know. So I'm just keep blasting these guys. This one looks promising. I guess it will drop some really cool loot. Or maybe that's the end of the run if we take down this guy, because these pillars just hold us in and I cannot see other enemies coming. So maybe we reach the end of the waves, who knows? Am I getting like XP shards if we take down these guys? Or we cannot take them down? No, we can take them down. I don't know. Yes, they can be taken down, or maybe that was their timer, who knows. Let's see what happens if we kill this guy. Seemingly we are getting XP as well, so there is no like level 20 as the cap. Pickup range increase, plus 100 health. This guy is pretty strong, by the way. Let's go get, ooh, getting all the really nice stuff, because there's a magnet upgrade. Damage. Ooh, we are getting a bunch of stuff. Really nice. Not sure about the range though. Oh, okay. It is just deactivated after a few seconds. Okay. Yeah, seemingly this is the last guy, because no other enemies are here, or I don't know. Is it bugged? Oh, please, no. So I think we were able to complete the previous level for like, I don't know, 13 minutes. And now I'm just running around. Doing these. No, still enemies. Oh, summoning these as like a... Aha. Okay, this is an event. Interesting. So I wasn't exactly sure about this. If this will summon something or not. But that's definitely interesting. Maybe there's a known issue that the map is not ending if we are playing the archer. We will see. But we're dealing pretty okay damage to these guys, so I guess eventually we will find out. Although I really like the small mini-map on the right, which gives us the potential to see that which is the currently active part of the island. But another mini-map that shows us the exact location on the map, like the buffs, the enemies, the other stuff, the NPCs. I think it would be really useful. There is a UI element which is empty at the moment, so maybe they are planning to put the minimap here. This is just, you know, mere speculation, but that would be really cool. Okay, so dude is going down. Anytime now. Character is looking really great, by the way. We like that. Really cool colors. The hair is pretty awesome. Okay, so we took down the guy from the event. But seemingly, we either missed something or the game is bugged at the moment with this character. Because we are just running around and stuff. Resume, quit. I guess with quit we will lose all the stuff we gathered, so that would be a bummer. So before I do that, we are just going to discover the whole level. There's a cute looking cat. Always a great touch. So I guess same NPCs are being summoned, like procedurally as we go around. I guess this is the same. So what I'm going to do is wait for like 20 minutes. Oh, wow, the fence can be taken out. Really cool. That's a great idea. So I wait for like 20 minutes. Usually 20 minutes is the end of a round in these types of games. So, and if after 20 minutes we are not declared as, you know, survived or whatever, but sadly I will just click the quit button and we will see what is going on. Hopefully we won't lose like the progression or the stuff we just picked up or whatever. Okay, some cool upgrade as well. I don't know. But since that's an early alpha, it's understandable. But the game is in pretty good shape, by the way. So graphically, it's pretty consistent. Core gameplay loop is working nicely. Enemies could be a, you know, just a tad more faster. It was kind of easy to get away from them, but even with the smallest upgrade on speed. But otherwise it's really cool. Ooh, what about this guy? The statue. Oh yeah, so timer is not ending the level. So I'm just going to click quit and survive 20 minutes as also, you know, Shikoku. And what about, okay, so we got the upgrades, really nice. So 132, but we cannot upgrade this. What about this guy? Standing here, Yumi Snipe can drop for all characters. Pretty blasty. Okay, there was no movement speed upgrade. That was a health upgrade. I guess there will be a bunch of stuff unlocked later on. So attack damage +1 as a katana slash. And we got some armor. And I guess we are pretty okay. So I'm just going to click difficulty 2. And let's go to Shikoku once again. So we can see how difficulty 2 works. Going to stick with the archer. Hopefully that was just a bug because we already completed the previous map with, I don't know, the character before the samurai. So hopefully the new difficulty will be, you know, better, and we'll end with this one. So fires a powerful shot at the strongest enemy. Ooh, nice one. Singling out the biggest one, it's a pretty great idea with like a skill. So a bunch of smaller enemies are just coming alongside the big annoying ones. They can be singled out still because we have the snipe ability. So level is pretty fast at the beginning, so some Yumi shot, of course. So we are getting, oh no, we have sorry, we have the animation for that. That is like a barrage, or wait a second, isn't it volley? So volley is the, I don't know, firing multiple arrows. You get what I'm talking about. This is the volley. So that's barrage, I guess. Okay, we can also take down barrels and stuff by just walking through them or knocking them down, which is really great. So we don't really have to attack them. Ooh, blasty. Movement speed. So let's see how snipe works. So this guy is definitely the strongest. Yes, it is working correctly. Really cool. So getting all the upgrades. That's another shot to each attack. Passes through one more enemy. Yes, please. We definitely need piercing one. It's really cool. Oh, big guy just went down. Really great. The snipe is really effective. Even on difficulty 2. Awesome. You know, let's look for another magnet. I'm not going to loot on purpose. I'm just going to run around. And let's see if that's a possible way to do that. Just, you know, running, getting some XP shard occasionally, and after getting a magnet from the destructible environment, we just suck all the crystals in, and we have a single huge level up. Pretty cool. Okay, so should I summon the annoying guys? Of course, we got the extra ability to single out the hardest enemy. So why wouldn't we do that? Just getting locked here with a bunch of enemies is maybe not the best idea. Here is the magnet attack speed. Yes, please. Lead with aura radius for the volley. So we got 3 levels after each other. That's pretty nice. So the thing is that mouse is not doing anything to the game, so I am doing this because I usually use mouse in all the different types of games. So I am just, you know, moving the mouse because why not? So technically you can play the game with one hand. Okay, that sounds bad. Not the way you think when you hear playing a game with one hand. Okay, so a bunch of enemies at the same time. Let's see if we can survive level 2 or difficulty 2. If we just, you know, totally randomly pulled a bunch of enemies. Volley duration increased. Pretty cool, just clearing the way. Aha. Some occasional food. Thank you very much. Random. Oh, look at the damage that we are dealing. That's really awesome. So flying eye monsters. Blasty. Okay. Many magnets from the barrels. Really like that. So also question. Can we survive if we just stand in one place? Oh no, we are getting damaged pretty brutally. So then maybe the samurai would have been able to do so because thanks to the AoE damage that's being done around it, maybe we would would have been able to keep those enemies away, but since we are mainly doing like single target damage besides the volley, well, it's not something that is doable at the moment. Okay. Okay, big guys here. Got pulled in by the spinning maggot heads. Pretty cool. Ooh, okay. Well, that was telegraphed pretty nicely. I was the one who just, you know, disregarded that and ran into the attack. Let's see how fast we can take this guy down. Okay, I mix words now. Pretty cool. Okay, so enemies are getting a bit too crowded here. So maybe we need some level ups to take care of them much faster. So what happens? My HP is low. Not sure what this does. Maybe it does nothing at the moment. Oh, finally. Got some armor upgrades. Pretty great. Let's go with extra damage. So I'm not going to add some upgrade to AoE stuff this time. I just want to work on my single target stuff at the snipe. Okay, let's go and try to get that is being shown with the arrow. Oh, I summoned. Okay, these guys are... So the Tori is just, you know, initiating a different event. So this is why the jellyfish is gathering outside, and we summoned some kind of like kaiju skull or whatever. I think we won't survive this, unfortunately, but we will see. Cannot go there. The arrow is showing that direction, so I'm just going to try to circumvent the path, blocking, and go around the stuff, hopefully. Still water, so we cannot get in. So like, will there be a path to the stuff it points to? Okay, glade width. Big guys there. Another huge Makadas shit. Okay, wait, oh wait, maybe that was a bad idea. So the arrow is pointing that way, but I cannot find a specific route to go there. Ooh. So maybe that's going to happen now. So brutal woolly radius, no, unfortunately no. So what was that? Okay, so now we are going to a different direction. Okay, the archer is really fun to play. Samurai was pretty cool, but the archer is definitely really good. So what am I missing? This one. This one is just... Did I click something? Because this one is just showing to a direction. Which... Okay, two different ones. Never mind. I thought this is just like a random... I don't know, personalized point of interest or whatever that I can do, but no, these are the upgrades. Cool. You know, summon another type of stuff, why not? Let's summon everything, let's see how well we can handle our character here. with all the nice upgrades and do stuff like that. Fancy. 100 attack speed, temporarily buff. Cool. Can we take down the logs? No, unfortunately no. Huh. Really cool. Adds another volley to each attack. Yes, please. You cannot go bad with the volley. So let's see, if I hug the wall, can I keep them out? No, unfortunately no. So I guess this goes down to taking down every single enemy on the map. Not sure if the events count, because we can resummon them, I guess, infinite amount of time, so who knows. But they deal more damage, so if I just, you know, ran into some kind of monsters, like a pack of them. Ooh. Check this out, water is turning red based on the killed enemies. Haha, that's really good. So I guess if I would run into like a huge crowd of enemies, I guess we'd be one shot. Oh boy, yes. Let's just go out. Okay. So we are dealing pretty okay amount of damage while having a decent movement speed and just avoiding all those annoying stuff. So yeah, enemies could be just like a little bit faster, but the movement speed of the character is really good, so please don't nerf it. So we got some ranged extra stuff, which is fancy. There's the skull, or you know, many of the skulls. I think last time the map bugged because I don't remember any of these types of monsters. Just the one. Maybe that was like 100 gold. Maybe that was like, I don't know, got bugged because I killed something too early or too late, or forgot to interact with something, or I don't know. Maybe because we completed the same level on the same difficulty with a previous character in the same run. Who knows? Or sorry, the same like play session. So we are level 25. We kind of ended the last level on 22. So that's pretty nice. Another armor upgrade. Ooh, that was kind of risky. Extra damage. Ooh, okay, so there are different types of upgrades. And if they reach a certain amount or a certain point, we cannot choose them because we max them out. Okay. Oh boy, more damage. We need some food, in my opinion. Because otherwise we are just getting killed. No food. Oh boy. What are those, by the way? Flying fish or... No, that's the devil spawn fish. Ooh. More damage. I'm pretty curious, is this the end of upgrading? So like more damage and more gold every single time if we run out of stuff. Oh. Well. So can we survive this? Well, I don't think so. Maybe if I just stay here and blast the volley. Oh no, that's it. I just got cornered. Death with honor. Really important. Okay, so that was pretty cool. We got a bunch of coins. Whoops. Accidentally ran into the level. So, you know, let's just really quickly spend the gold. I'm just going to max out most of the things one by one, just to be sure, and, you know, just to check out if we can complete the next level, because we unlocked many different stuff. Okay, so all the character based ones were unlocked besides the samurai thing. Whoops, I just, you know, ran into this accidentally again. Yeah, we definitely need like a click to agree, or just stand there for X amount of seconds, because otherwise we can, you know, just accidentally start the level or upgrade or turn off something that we wouldn't want to do otherwise. So let's summarize how Dark Samurai plays. So please keep in mind, just once again, this is a really early alpha version, but I have to say, based on the current features, control schemes, you know, basic gameplay loop, and the enemies, the style, the upgrades, and the trees, the upgrade trees, and all the like permanent upgrades, I have to say the game is in a pretty cool shape. I really admire open development, because it is like an early access, not exactly sure how to, you know, call it, but I think it is a really great thing, because most of the time these types of games are being made for the community, because these are not single player games in the common sense, or in like a traditional way, because like a huge or, you know, nice amount of people getting into the community, and they are, you know, just trying to push the boundaries, found out about new builds and all the cool stuff. So if players and future players can give feedback on what feels great, you know, what's bad, what you should focus on and stuff like that, it's always a good thing, because you can have like a cohesive end product that most of the people will be like okay with and happy about it, and play it and nurture it. And if you give the opportunity to like give feedback on your game, the community or some people in your community eventually will feel the game as their own and help you to make it much better. So at the current stage, Dark Samurai is pretty great. I'm not sure why the first level wasn't able to be completed with the archer, but we completed it with the samurai. 3 difficulties to check out, only Shikoku as the playable, like, you know, island part at the moment. You can upgrade a bunch of stuff, unlock new, you know, you can unlock new specific attacks to characters to make your playstyle a little bit different. But I guess there's a huge and long road before Dark Samurai will be completed, but it is a really nice take on the genre. I really like feudal Japan. I like the colors, I like the music, controls are really great, and the open development is a really great idea in my opinion. So this was Dark Samurai. The playtest is available on Steam. Click on the button and you will get an access instantly, if I remember correctly. If not, you can just have to wait a few hours and you will get in. For today, I was The Alchemist, and I'm seeing you with many awesome indie game gameplays really soon. Take care.